Well, this is going to be challenging. And I don't have much to blow on this. I only have 1%.
Actually, sorry, technically this is... Sorry, no, this is observation.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm going to have to roll that
10.
skill being learnt.
One second, I'm going to have to roll a skill over here. The obstacle for this is actually only 4.
I could do this. I can do this.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How many people?
I can do this!
Jesus Christ.
It is immediately apparent to Kiko that there are at least 4 people. 2 of them he can clearly see are hiding behind a hedge on the way forwards, on quite close to the front door. Another couple are further back, but there's a more serious problem, which is that there is a single hand over the lip of the roof, which you can clearly see,
Oh dear.
and it's a black gloved hand.
I've seen black gloves before, haven't I?
You've certainly seen black gloves before. They are a thing.
Step
you've
on
encountered
it.
in your
Step on it and
experience.
shout, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Hello.
There's the temptation
Very
just to
good.
shoot the guy as he comes up.
How about everyone else?
Meanwhile, you chaps, Dominic, you've found your knife. So you've got your knife, and
Wow,
you're in the
what
kitchen.
An observation roll.
Phil, you're on the landing.
Several, I assume.
Phil is on the
Yeah,
what?
yeah. You found like an arbitrary number of knives for this purpose. Phil's on the. If you imagine the staircase, he's on. There's an intermediary stage before you get to the top.
Right.
And that's what he's on. And Clyke, you're just chilling at the middle of the staircase,
bread.
eating your bread. Just
If you kill
giving no
someone
fucks.
with that bread, that'll be awesome.
okay.
Choke on it.
So now you all have to choose your action. So Kiko, are you going to relay this information in any way?
Yes. I have
How
to
are you
try-
going to do that?
Oh dear word. How much of this of my actions?
Well,
is it going-
either Rupert or Phil looking out the window.
If there's a window, yeah, but last time I tried to look out a window, it's kind of dark. But I am trying to. But again,
Okay, no, that's fine. In that
Yeah, I'm
case,
showing myself.
roll versus roll difficulty 4 versus your perception for the sting. Kiko,
Hang on.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
you could re-roll the 6.
I don't have any more fate to blow on things like this.
yeah, I do actually have a few fate spares, so
you always have tons of fate. What I love about it.
And another one.
4.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
roll
so-
a 4.
So Phil, you're immediately aware of the 4 on the outside of the front door. You can see they're clearly like they're obviously being quite stealthy, but you know this area quite well, and you know that certain areas shouldn't be that dark.
So right now the stairs are free, right? And I could just walk up.
You
Can I see what they have? For example, do they have bows, swords, or what?
You can't see them quite clearly enough. You can merely see their black clothed figures.
Klika walks up the stairs.
Okay.
It goes out the door, like after Phil, pretty much.
Okay. Yep.
Like, well, I just open the door and then just like stand directly
You
outside the
grabbing
door.
your weapon at all?
How am I supposed to grab it?
It's on the kitchen table.
Well, where am I coming? I still don't understand where this room is located. Like,
Okay.
where am I coming
The
out?
cellar
into the kitchen.
goes up into the kitchen. Your weapon's on the kitchen
Oh,
table.
I thought it goes like outside or something.
No, that was Rupert. He was talking about it was outside, but no, it's.
No,
Okay,
it's an
so what
inside.
do I see in the kitchen? Like, what do I see?
In the kitchen, you see a knifeless kitchen with your rapier on the kitchen table, a couple
A
of
load of burnt
windows,
chicken.
and there's the front door, which is closed.
I eat the rest of my bread,
I like
Bread
that.
consumption wise.
and I very just like I go to my rapier, pick it up, fasten it back on my belt. Do I see anything when I look out a window?
God.
Fucking Ops 4 perception.
Okay, give me a sec.
Just steps outside.
The thing is, because there's 4 of them, they didn't do that well. If it
Nope,
was
I don't
just
see-
if it was
I
just the
don't,
leader,
I
you
don't
would've
see
seen
anything.
Okay,
I don't see anything. Is there any other way? Is it just the front door?
Just the
it's
front
just the front door. Yeah.
Walk out the front door.
door. Ooh.
Okay.
Just
Opens
at
the
the same
front-
time as he's doing this, I'm gonna.
No,
I'm
wait.
gonna yell. There's
Can
4
I
of
take
them.
back? Sorry, can I take back that I ate the rest of my bread? I still have
Yes.
bread.
Yes.
I still
Okay.
have bread. I pick up my rapier. Like I put the bread on the table. I pick up my rapier, put it on my belt, pick my bread back up. I walk to the door, take a bite of the bread, stand in front of it, kick the door open, and just walk out of it while eating on my bread.
Okay. What are the
Okay.
rest of you doing while he's
Currently,
there?
as soon as I see the people outside, I'm gonna yell. There's 4 of them.
Okay, so like you hear there's 4 of them as you open the door. Rupert, how do you react to the news there's 4 of them?
Open. I kick the door.
As you kick the door.
I'm gonna stay behind Sigville, and when waiting for something to come into view that I can actually throw at.
Okay, no, I'll say. Okay, so that's you readying a knife.
Do I
Yeah.
think, with my skill in bow, that if this guy pops his head up, that pops up, I'll be able to get a good shot at him because he won't be thinking that I'm going to be shooting him.
I mean, to be honest, the question is, do you think he's the type of human being who'd make that judgment? I mean, I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to intuit.
Do you think you could stab him in the hand with an arrow?
Well, I didn't say what kind of arrow I drew.
Yeah,
I probably draw my blunt head arrows.
it's going to be a boxing glove arrow.
And I'm, basically, when this guy comes up enough that I think I can get a decent shot, since I'm carefully readying myself, I'm going to shoot him.
Kiko, you yelled anything?
I have not yelled anything because I heard him yell something.
Okay, so as you hear Phil here yell, there's 4 of them. This guy immediately seems to let go of whatever he was holding, and the hand vanishes off the edge. Meanwhile, Rufus and Phil hear something like quietly land in one of the upper rooms, the upper front room, and as Kliko kicks open the door, he is immediately confronted by the fact that there are 2 guys with ready crossbows pointed at the door.
So they see me, right?
Oh yeah, like these guys, the moment that yell happened, they lowered their crossbows, and they are not shooting yet. It's like this is not the moment at which they shoot. You'll be able to get to pick an opposed action when they shoot, but you immediately realise that you are in a very bad situation.
I look at them while eating on my bread, take a bite of my bread, and just shrug my shoulders and just look at them and eat my bread.
Okay.
That might get you killed.
Doesn't matter. World is full of shit, and I just don't care anymore.
Okay, we've had Klika's soul has been destroyed.
I just start in a non-threatening manner, just eating my bread. I just start walking forward.
Okay, the rest of you
Like,
decide what you're doing.
like basically, you
Who-
can tell from every
who-
movement that I make that my guy is
Who
just like,
else
I
can
don't
I
care.
see? Let's
Yeah,
black
can we see,
cloak
for example,
wide.
corpses of the workers?
You can't see that.
How many of these mysterious assailants can I now see?
You can see 4 of them. You can see 2. You can see 2 of them who have the crossbows, and the remaining 2 appear to be trying to like get close to the front door from an
Right.
angle so they can get in.
Okay, change of plan. I'm shooting the guy with the crossbow with the blunt head arrow.
Okay.
Because
And Phil, what are you doing?
Shouting out the window, who the fuck's out there?
Right. And Rufus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay behind Phil, and as soon as he engages someone, I'm going to try and assist him. Or it's yeah.
Okay, thus far the session has been 2 hours. Would you chaps like to continue? Because
Yeah.
this is going to be
Yeah.
a fight sequence.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm going to introduce the bloody versus rule for the first time.
oh dear,
Like
Kliko armed with his bread.
Although sadly projectiles don't use bloody versus rules because it tends to just be, it's just like, do you
So
hit
I'm
someone
just
or
going to
not?
be
Bread.
they're going to be doing
Out
cool
of-
stuff, and I'm going to be
Out of
shooting.
character, there are 5 of them total, right?
Yes.
Kiko, bread 1, eat.
Do-do-do.
Okay, Phil, by the way, you had just heard someone land in the top room. By the way.
Land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
someone,
okay.
someone.
Right from the roof.
So I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
watch the door, but I'm still shouting out who the fuck's out there.
Okay, so let's first resolve the 2 guys with crossbows shooting at Klika, who is literally an immobile target.
Oh no.
Are they seriously just shooting at me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even though I pose 0.
they've
Right.
slit
They
just
the
killed all my
throats of
workers.
farmhands.
These
It kills
guys,
all your workers,
these guys
okay.
give no shits. They certainly kill one person because that's who you heard dying. Was
Okay.
somebody got caught out, was about to raise the alarm and immediately got killed.
He went,
So actually, Kiko, what I'm going to say is, if you can land a good shot against one of these 2 guys, you give Klika enough time to not die.
well, I'm doing it. I was carefully aiming, so.
Oh, you were carefully aiming. Okay, no, you're too slow then.
Oh, fair enough. I'm going to have to aim properly then. I would have to aim properly then. Silliness. Because I have to do this quickly. I'd have to go against one of my instincts, but I would have to do this quickly. They have crossbows.
Are you going to?
Yes, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. And I only have persona, so I'm actually spending one.
Okay.
That's my last
And-
persona.
And your goal is to hit one of the guys with the crossbow.
Yes, my goal is to hit one of the guys with the crossbows. They're
Okay.
immobile. They don't know I'm there.
Fire. Oh, by the way, the obstacle for this, I'm going to say that you're at like decent range, nothing in particular. The guy's not looking at you, so I'm going to say this is an obs 2 shot.
If he hits them, by the way, I expect the other guy to immediately like swing up to where
Oh, look
Kiko
at
is with it. Oh
that.
my god.
3
swing-
successes.
To swing up his crossbow to where that guy is, to where Kiko is, seeing him as an actual threat,
they
and I just
probably-
keep walking past and say nice shot.
Okay, Kiko, that is a successful hit.
Mm-hmm.
The way now is where you roll the die of fate to determine where it hits them.
Right.
So what you do is you draw, you pick a d6. Because you're 1 success over, you add 1 to this roll.
Right.
So roll the dice.
That's a 2.
Okay, that's a 3. That means I think you've hit him with a mark hit. So that's what's the strength of what's your bow IMS?
My bow IMS is 4-7-10, but I'm using a blunt arrow,
That's a 6.
so it's a 6.
That's actually still a decent hit. Okay. So the first thing that happens is one of these guys takes a blunt arrow to the head,
Ooh.
and like this is not a joke. Like
Dead.
I mean, it's blunt, but he gets a really nasty facial injury from this, and is like immediately spun around slightly. The other guy has to roll a steel test to see if he breaks.
My character's actually a bit surprised he was able to pull the thing on that. I suppose distancing himself from it. Oh, this guy might break.
Oh no, he completely fucked. He hesitates,
Yes.
and so he hesitates because he didn't realize there was a guy on the roof.
Ooh.
So you just got saved by an arrow. Now,
I know,
Rufus-
I know. And as I'm walking past, like I said, I keep eating my bread and I mumble, "Nice shot."
Okay, Rufus, your choice.
I'm trying to save your character, Clacker.
Rufus, you said you were looking out the window?
I would like for Phil to go first because my reaction would pretty much depend on him.
Okay. Phil's watching the door, so nothing will happen until somebody comes through that door, so it's up to you.
Well, I watched the door.
Okay.
Phil.
And so Clegg is walking, Kiko is shooting, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so two guys are probably, as far as you can tell, going through the front door. And somebody appears at the doorway. And he is wearing pretty standard getup, except this time it looks like he's wearing some type of like slightly heavier armor. He's wearing some type of heavy mail of a design which is unfamiliar. And he is holding an extremely nasty looking jagged sword in 2 hands.
That is unwieldy.
Well, it's a curved, it's not a particularly large sword, but it's just got a really nasty edge.
It gives him an edge in combat.
Exactly. So you two have to choose what you're going to do to this appearance of this fellow.
This is bad.
Oh, by the way,
Are there
he's wearing his faceplate is like a brass visor. Like he's wearing a completely brass visor with a sort of scary face drawn on it. You know, like one of those kind of standard
It's Barney the
Japanese style
dinosaur.
Oni faces. Exactly, like
Yeah.
Barney the dinosaur. That's
Any
exactly right.
any uncovered bits of him? Like an
No,
almost
he's completely covered.
I will
completely covered. This is shit.
you
I
love
share this
me,
sentiment with
going
Seafield.
to
Seafield,
die
this is shit.
so brutally.
Luke, say, these people, they don't look like the people who attacked my family's home, right?
The thing is, you don't know. You weren't there.
I wasn't there. I thought I fled from it.
What I'm going to say is your character was away at the time, having a bonescapade.
Okay.
Arrived back to see that it was happening, but fled the scene.
I see. Okay.
So it's not like you did a noble duel with one of them.
No,
If
no,
it
no. of course
wasn't-
not, no.
If it
How
wasn't
No,
for
that
well
of
that
course
armored
bonus,
not,
this
buddy.
guy is this guy's feet?
How well armored are this guy's feet? As far as they look like boots, heavy boots.
if it wasn't for that bonescapade, I'd be dead.
So like proper.
But this is if you want to fight him, it's going to be bloody versus. So what that means is you'll be adding up your attack and defense dice. He'll be adding up his attack and defense dice, and we'll see what the outcome is.
The outcome is Judson's the only one that lives and has to roll a new cup party.
Whereas Rufus can just throw a dagger because it's not really that type of combat.
It's not gonna do anything.
What kind of room is it? Bedroom.
This is the landing. He's
Yeah,
coming.
I mean,
he just
he's
came out of there.
coming through the door from a room, which is a bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but my dagger's not gonna do shit. There's no openings.
Luke,
So
can you do me a favor and delete all my dice and give me a few new ones?
Oh yes, okay. I'm getting these dice ready.
Bread dice?
No,
it
no,
time-
black, of course.
Is it time for the bread dice?
The bread dice, yes.
The
Exactly.
dice of bread.
Okay, so what's happening?
So I'm to the side of the door, and as soon as he comes through, I'm gonna try and stab him in the foot.
Life's a slice of bread, it just gets mouldy and you don't want to eat it anymore.
Okay, I'm going to say that he knows you're here, so this isn't going to take him by surprise. So this has to be opposed. And your intent is to stab his foot, his intent is to defend his foot, and he's going to defend his foot with his sword skill of 6.
Shit.
And I attack
Oh,
with my sword skill.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh. That got a curse. That's not good at all.
Let me think about this actually.
Ooh.
2 successes only. Doable.
I'm probably actually going to put a persona in as well.
Okay.
Good call. Nice. That's
Okay.
4 successes.
Okay, he's going to roll the armor dice for his foot.
For his foot. Okay.
Your blow strikes a metal plate in the toe of the boot.
Right.
I can have action.
You certainly can.
Where was I in all this?
You were watching the doorway, I'm pretty sure you said.
Okay, so is there any way for me to get up behind him or out of the way of the chop when he engages Sigfil?
You're not in the way, you're like further back. You can just throw a knife if you want to throw a knife.
Oh, but that's not what I wanted to do.
What do you want to do?
Well, I have knowledge of sewing and sleight of hand, and there are certain straps that secure his armor.
Oh.
So if I could get behind him and loosen one of them in any quick manner.
I like this thinking.
But I'm too far away, aren't I?
Yeah, and that would be really... The thing is, that's not actually sewing, that would be armor-wise.
Oh, I see.
The thing is, your character doesn't really know which straps. You could try and cut at a strap, but it would be much
Well,
harder.
I'd probably cut at a strap since he probably has some idea.
But that would also involve getting within knife range of him.
Did that count as an Obs 2 test?
Oh yeah, that was an Obs 2 sword test.
Right.
Nice.
Okay. This is on the landing, right? So it's pretty narrow. Well, I'll just throw a fucking knife then. Fuck
So
it.
the 6 did actually nullify everything, all the damage.
Yeah, that's the way armor works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right.
At least you're
That's
wearing some.
Throwing 3, right?
The same would work for your mail, by the way. Yes.
This is not going to do anything.
You're wearing. Are you wearing that helmet, by the way?
I am wearing the helmet.
Your knife hits. I mean, it's Obs 1 to hit somebody with a knife who's not defending themselves directly against it at
I'll
close
be
range.
AFK for just a second.
Yeah. Huh?
And I mean, that's only an incidental hit actually. So we would be looking at he probably would have probably 2 dice of armor. No, 3 dice of armor actually because there's a chest. That's
Ooh.
success. So the dagger hits his armor and
Bling.
bounces off harmlessly. Okay,
Shit.
and now he is going to attack Phil. Phil, he is engaging you in combat.
Great.
And we're going to use the Belay versus rules. And the way this works is very simple. First things first, you both have the same length weapon, so neither of you get any advantage or disadvantage for that.
Yep.
But what you do is you take your weapon skill,
Which is 4.
which is 4, and then you divide it up into 2 pools, an attack and defense pool. And the attack pool is how many dice you want to spend on attacking him, and the defense pool is how many dice you want to spend on defending yourself.
I think I know what ratio that guy's gonna do.
Note that your armor, because you are wearing mail, you get 2 dice by default in your defense pool automatically.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Imagine with my Gambison I get 1.
If you choose to, remember you can always fork in a skill if you can explain how you're using it. So, for example, are you going to try and take advantage of the fact that you're a big fucker to try and like throw a cheeky elbow or 2 or try and grapple him? In which case, throw in a brawling die or something.
Right.
Where is it? Yes. Okay, he has 6
back.
sword skill.
Micah, if you don't get the bakery skill one day and become the most dangerous baker that ever lived,
Okay.
That's 7.
kill
dice.
people.
I'll become Bake Man.
1, 2, 3. Yes, that's true. Okay, right. So
I like.
he
your
is
character.
dividing
He's
his
awesome.
dice up as follows. So how are you dividing your dice up? Phil?
Fantastic. So much
So
fun
he's-
playing him.
He's going, what, 6?
6
in
attack,
offense,
3 in defense. The 3 in defense is just from his armor. So
just from his armor.
Ouch.
Okay.
I don't like this.
I'm going to
These guys
try
are good, by the way.
Oh yeah.
and parry
Like, you're
entirely
fighting
so
like
everything
elite
in defense.
assassin dudes right now, and you're fighting more than you guys
well,
are.
there's only one of them has a big sword. So this guy looks like he's the leader. He was the only one who's climbing the outside of the building too.
I see.
Oh good, it's a good thing he went down. I would
Is
not
this,
want
is
to
this
face
count by
him.
action? Or is this a...
You can choose. You can elect to avoid fighting him, certainly.
And Dominique.
But
deals-
he's trying to fight you. So
I assume he's making a swing towards me, right?
Yeah, he's basically he's like moving to engage you. Like he's coming towards you with a sword.
Okay, so when he tries to actually make the swing, I'm gonna actually try. I'm entirely defending, and I'm gonna try and step to the side step when he tries to make the swing on me.
You want to do a
Is
more
that something
granular
I can
version
do?
of the rules. I mean, that would be. I mean, certainly, what you could try and do is you say, I'm not going to engage him in a proper fight. I'm just going to try and dodge like his first swing with
Yeah,
my speed.
because I want him to step forward towards the landing.
Okay, in fact, I know what I'll say. That's a pre-fight negotiating position test. So versus speed.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's not a lot of speed.
It's not. No.
He's got the
Oh,
moves like Jaeger.
He's got 3.
He's got the moves
I got
like Jagger. Fuck you, Kiko.
Either way, I'm not moving into the room. I'm trying to get him out into the landing.
Okay, no, he's coming towards you. Like he's pretty sure he's
intent
gonna,
on blood.
Yeah, but all my dice are going into defense.
Okay, that makes absolute sense. Okay, so let's roll. So the way this works is first we both roll our attack pools.
Which is 9 in my case.
Let's do this. He gets 3 attack successes.
Yep.
And then we roll our defense pools.
Oh.
Oh, you actually hit him. Oh no, wait, sorry, you didn't attack. If you'd
didn't
rolled a
attack.
single attack success, you would have hit him.
Alright.
Okay, so
Explode! Explode!
he hits you unless you explode.
Which, yeah, I'm going to have to.
Spend a fate. To earn
Actually, he's going to hit you either way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's hit you. And this is apply the wound result as per the weapon rules. Okay,
Dead.
Oh, do not die.
Doesn't Phil have any armor?
Yes.
I do have armor.
Phil does have armor. However, unfortunately, the armor was taken into account in body versus rule already.
Oh, I see.
So he doesn't. This isn't a locational hit. This is just straightforwardly as a result of multiple blows exchanged.
Right.
One of this guy's gets through and hits
Yeah,
Phil.
right.
Oh no.
And this guy's
Great sword.
mark result is 7. Although actually, your character has mortal wound like 11 or 12.
12.
12. So yeah, you take a 7 injury.
So I'm down to 5.
No, you're not down. That's not how it works.
So wait. I took a 7 injury,
Black
which is
7.
light.
Oh, but that's only a light injury. Okay.
7, I think.
So what? But however, what this indicates is the fight is over. Like he has bested you. Is how this works. If he wins, if he completely wins, like you've managed to defend yourself and you've got away from him, but you've lost the fight. And as you've got away, he inflicts an injury on you, which is a light wound.
Oh,
So that's
Right.
like he's opened a nasty gash in your thigh, which is going to give you -1 die to further tests.
oh god.
Yep.
That's awful.
But you have succeeded in your defensive action of backing away. Rufus, what are you doing while this happens?
Wait, didn't I have a light rune from before that
It's
didn't
ignored.
get
That's
seen
gone
to?
now.
No. Remember you rolled to beat it.
Yeah, not for the bucket though.
The bucket. Oh shit!
It was
Yes,
superficial.
he's got a superficial win +1 obs. But actually,
That's like 5 or 6 hours
at the end of that scene, that was 5 or 6 hours ago. You would have easily beaten it. It's odds 1 test,
Yeah.
so you're fine.
Well, this is on the landing, right?
Yeah,
Any railing close by?
Oh.
Yeah, that's the plan.
certainly.
I shall Rickenbacker fall him.
We will
do you-
pretend
what do you-
that
what do you
means
mean by
you're
that?
bull rushing him.
What?
You're bull rushing him?
It's the Sherlock Holmes I take you with me fall.
Yeah.
You're going to rush at him and just try and knock him off
Pretty much.
with your power 3.
With my power 3.
Okay,
It's brave.
that is an opposed power test.
I would like to say giggle maniacally as this happens.
Oh, time for some shenanigans.
For what it's worth, I don't know if I can act, but if I do see Rufus trying that, I am going to try and help him shove the guy off the landing, because that was my plan as well.
The thing is, you basically didn't have an opportunity. He kept you
Yeah,
too far at
okay.
bay by.
Fuck me, please roll poorly.
That is not poorly. That is 3 to 1.
Fuck me.
You bounce harmlessly off him?
Okay, you strike him with your shoulder and like reel off him, and unless you run away, the next action he's going to take is attack you.
I giggle maniacally.
Meanwhile, Phil is basically he's just down the stairs, like he's been forced back. So Rufus, what are you going to do?
Do I have another action in all this?
I think I shall.
Oh, sorry, sure, Kiko. Sorry, I've been completely.
Sorry,
ignorant.
sorry.
That's alright.
Kiko, what have you been doing while this has
I
been?
have been ignored the whole time.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Keep doing.
You guys on the outside actually have stuff to do. So Kiko and Clark, what are you guys going to do while this epic struggle rages upstairs?
Okay, so the guy, like, I walked past the dude who got knocked over by the arrow, right?
Yeah.
There's still
Okay.
another dude.
What is the other dude doing?
He's recovered from his surprise after a brief moment of surprise and is now leveling the crossbow at Kiko on the roof.
I was about to say, so he doesn't actually care about me, right?
It's not that he doesn't care about you, it's that he's going to try and shoot the guy on the roof, then attack you, probably. It's just that...
Yeah, I know, but I don't have to do like an inconspicuous roll or something for him to not like go for me or whatever.
He's choosing not to go for you.
Yeah, he's like he's not even moving towards you or aiming the gun.
Aiming-
Can I
Pull back
see
with his
can I see that
yeah.
he's aiming at Kiko?
Yes, you can. Like that straightforward line of sight. He's holding a crossbow up.
I stop. I turn towards that dude. I look at him. I look at Kiko up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Take a bite of my bread.
I'm gonna say it's an accelerated bite of your bread.
Well, it's more like I let go of my I just keep the bread in my mouth and just let go of it with my hand.
Oh, bread's about to get real.
Yep.
and I pull out my rapier and try to stab the guy in the back.
Okay.
I'm just going to shoot this guy.
Just full on, just pull out my rapier, take it pretty much with both hands, and just ram it through the guy's back.
I'm just going to try and shoot the guy.
And you're gonna hit me, thank you.
No, I'm carefully aiming.
Anyway, I take it that my stuff is gonna happen
Firing.
first.
Yeah, like you're close enough to him that you can stick something in him. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to say that this is your intent is to kill him.
My intent is to I just run him through with my sword.
Pretty much kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so the thing is, ordinarily this guy would state his intent, but he doesn't have an intent other than to not die, but he's busy doing something else. And so this is pretty much an Ops 1 hit. So roll your sword skill versus Ops 1.
Nice. Excellent.
You hit him. And that's 1 over. I think your rapier that's a mark hit. What's the M value in your rapier?
4.
4. Okay, so like you've inflicted a flesh wound on him.
Okay.
Um,
I inflicted a flesh wound on him by running him through with my rapier.
yeah, you missed an organ. You missed the organ.
Okay. Like a flesh wound is big. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like you
'Cause
stabbed.
all I know about the definition of a flesh wound is it's just a flesh wound.
Oh yeah, no, but a flesh wound means that the sword's actually gone into flesh. But but the thing is, it's a rapier. It's a thin sword. If you don't hit a vital organ, he's not going to die. And the thing is, you're not particularly strong, so the IMS for your sword is quite low. So
It's
you would
4,
need
6, yeah.
exactly. You would need to have got quite significantly over that Ops 1 test in order to do it.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have exploded my 6.
Oh.
I didn't know that actually mattered.
You
Oh
can
no,
ex-
it does.
If you want to explode your six.
Oh, I can't. Can I do that afterwards? Because I really didn't know about it.
No, absolutely sure. If you didn't know, go for it.
Okay, because I had 1 6, so I'm gonna explode that. Let me just wait. Does that mean I put 1 fate on my sword, right?
Yes.
Wait, sword.
Yes, that actually
Yeah.
does mean you put a fate on sword, yeah.
And 1 fate. There we go. And I have 3 fate left. Okay, so I'm gonna reroll d6.
Please get
Yeah.
another 6. Oh, that's
5.
another success.
So that's 3 successes then
It's
Yes.
too
against Ops 1.
But that's 2 over. What's the add on your weapon?
2.
Oh shit, 2. Okay, so it's still a mark hit.
Oh,
You would have
so-
needed 5 successes to get a superb.
Okay.
Just because that basically what the add means is how many dice you need over the success. So you still inflict a flesh wound, unfortunately.
Wait, how many dice I need over the success?
You need basically if you just meet the obstacle.
But
That-
Which is
it was
1.
obstacle
That's
1, he
incidental.
got 3 successes.
No, but
Yeah.
no, I'm saying if you meet the obstacle, it's incidental hit, and that's the I value.
Ah.
If you get 2 over, it's a mark hit. That's the
I
M value.
see.
If you get 4 over, then that's a superb hit, which is the S value. The thing about a rapier
Okay.
is
Ah,
that it
okay, I
ignores
get it.
armor.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Okay.
because your character isn't particularly strong, and your
Right.
rapier doesn't do huge amounts of damage to flesh, it's like if he was wearing armor, then you would have ignored it.
Ah,
But-
I see.
You
Okay.
Right.
just
So, what
Interesting,
about
okay.
me now?
Well, first of all, what actually happens to the man?
Get stabbed.
actually, I know what's going to happen. He's going to have to take a bloody another steel test because
He
he just got
gets
stabbed from behind.
Oh, this man.
Oh,
3.
2 6s. Okay, he grits his teeth and shoots at Kiko anyway.
Oh.
Serious?
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is you can imagine the action happens at the same time.
He does have a
Like-
superficial wound,
Okay.
though.
So Kiko, now is your chance to
No,
shoot.
he's got a minor wound, doesn't he?
Superficial.
That is a light wound. I think.
Oh, light wound. Oh.
A light wound running. into-
So,
okay.
what are my options? If he's shooting at me, I've got to shoot back. And I might
Okay.
die.
Shoot at him.
I'm probably going to die. I was carefully aiming, so let's shoot him.
Are you using another blunted arrow?
That's all he ever uses.
Yes!
Okay.
Still not intending to kill this guy.
Well,
Wait.
Am I? Actually, let's let the die of fate decide. Odds, I go at him with a blunt head arrow. Evens, I reach
Well-
for the wrong arrow and go draw broadhead instead.
I was about to say you
Rocket-
reached for the wrong
Rocket
arrow.
said
Actually.
to keep one alive, so your
Yeah,
belief
but I'm
probably-
reaching for arrows in a combat situation. I might,
Oh, I
grab,
see.
I might grab
Oh, I
the
see.
wrong one. Evens, I reach for a broadhead.
That's
instead.
actually cool. You should do that like every time you shoot an arrow
no,
during a combat situation.
not every time I'm shooting an arrow.
Well, but while you're in like this kind of situation, I mean.
I'll decide when I do it.
Kinda weird.
I'm reaching for a broadhead.
Okay. So roll your bow skill.
It's just I'm doing it carefully. That's 4.
Yeah,
He's
the
so
obstacle
gonna- he's
is
so
only
gonna
2.
hit me.
No, to be honest, he's not going to hit you. You're
Not
behind
with
the
not
guy.
with 3. I'm not.
3 successes, so you got 1 over. You add 1 to the die of fate, so roll the die of fate for how good the hit is. This is one of the advantages of missile weapons, by the way, is that even an unskilled person is quite likely to get a fucking
That's a
bruised hit.
6.
That's a 6.
6
Okay,
plus 1.
that's a
okay.
superb. What's the superb value for your...
Superb value of a bow is 10.
Okay, the arrow goes right through his head.
Oh my god.
Like, that's a mortal
As
wound.
I stab him from behind.
Yeah, as you stab him from behind, the arrow literally goes right through his eye socket.
And I take it like he basically just like, I pull my rapier out, the guy just gets hit, falls over in front of me. I look down at him, I look up at Kiko with my bread still in. I take my hand that doesn't hold the rapier, take a bite of the bread and just go, nice shot.
I'm like,
And is it this moment that you realise there is another guy right to your left?
To my left.
Yeah, the guy who was shot in the first place, who's getting up again.
Oh, is he
Who took
getting
a-
up again?
He took a
Meanwhile-
blunt arrow to the head. He didn't die. He took
Meanwhile-
a serious...
Do I notice him before he gets up so I can try and stab him on the ground?
No, your character was absolutely aware of the fact that he exists, yeah.
did you at this
No,
point?
do I mean? Oh, okay. I want to stab him down on the ground. Like
It is at this
basically, I want
point,
to
by the
stop
way,
him
that
from
I
getting
go-
up and just stab him down
It's
on
at
the
this
ground.
point that I go, oh crap! I didn't mean to kill him.
There shall be enough time for recrimination later. Okay, so you're going to stab this guy on the ground. I'm going to say that gives you advantage because...
Actually, you know what? Like, what would be easier for me to do in the way that we're set up right now? Would it be easier for me? I mean, I already have the rapier in one hand. Would it be easier for me to stab the man on the ground and kind of like hold him there, that keep him from going up? Or would it be easier for me to kind of just kick him in the face and knock him out?
knocking someone out is very difficult.
Okay, I will stab him on the ground.
Yeah. And you
Like,
get...
my
let's say-
intent. My intent is to stab my rapier from the top, basically through his chest or whatever, and basically just hold him down, like in a way that I could.
I can
Technically
I only
just
get to take one
pin him
bow
down.
check from this. This is sad.
Okay, roll your sword. I'm going to give you +1 advantage because
He's on the ground.
he's on the ground.
Okay.
And the obstacle's 1.
Easy.
Okay.
Okay, you hit him. I'm going to say you accomplish your intent, which is to run the sword through him.
Okay. Is he dead or something, or what happens to him?
Let's just say you pinned him to the ground. He's just like...
Yeah. Okay.
Because the thing is, he would have failed a steel test for an injury, for a set of 7 scale injury, so he's probably like hesitating at the moment.
Luke, did the guy
Okay.
to the mortal wound, did he fail a steel test on living?
Basically, what I'm doing then is like I'm kind of just leaving the rapier in his chest, and I'm just kind of standing there, putting my foot down on his chest while eating my bread.
Yep, that's easy enough.
Okay.
Okay, Rufus and Phil, on the other
I
hand...
have a lot of bread, by the way. I've taken a lot of bites since I came out of
It's
that.
a huge amount of bread. Now,
It's a very stale bread.
Do
It
you know what?
takes
We're
a lot.
gonna have to vote on a trait for Crummy.
Phil, you now have to deal with the slightly unfortunate situation of you back down the stairs into a room where there are 2 guys.
Dead.
But the kitchen.
Rufus
Uh,
dies
Well,
instantly.
while you were fighting this guy, they could hear the fighting and they moved into the next room. So there are 2 guys at the base of the stairs.
And Rupert's alone against the guy upstairs.
Pretty much.
Rufus will be fine. He's a bit crazy.
Remember, you can always try and do stuff like diving out windows, doing random ninja heroics to avoid fighting. Like the option, even if you're boxing, is not always just to be like, "Fuck you."
Hang on,
let's
you
go.
can just say I engage random ninja heroics. You like do a backflip off stage left.
Exactly. You literally just turn on.
Multiple backflips. Very slowly moving out to the screen. But before we go, I threw before.
Mhm.
Was that routine?
That was a routine check. Yes.
And
Was
the power?
Hello.
That was
my
difficult
God.
for me, wasn't it?
The power test was challenging.
Oh, by the way, Luke, that reminds me. Sorry, is Ops 1 for my sword? Is that a routine?
Yes. Anything that's not difficult or challenging.
I just had 2 routines then.
You only take one test for a given skill or stat out of the scene. So yeah.
Okay.
Is perception the only one you have to succeed to advance in?
Perception and wises, because
Okay,
again.
so I got a thingy on my power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So by the way, I just realized that every time that my character cared about doing something, he completely failed, and now that he doesn't give a shit anymore, the successes just fall into his lap.
You're pretty good at that.
The joys
I would
of
like to
life.
point out, like, my guy just literally stabbed 2 people while chewing on bread.
My guy got between the eyes. Justin didn't even think he could do that.
Yeah.
So these guys wearing the same armor as the guy upstairs.
No, they're not. They're just wearing the same clothing as the guys who are following you in the street. Actually, no, sorry, the same clothing as the guys who are following you in the street, pretty much. Like, these guys do not look. They're wearing black and they're clearly concealed, but it doesn't look like they're wearing particularly heavy armor. They're wearing maybe leather or something, and they've got a couple of short curved swords.
Siegfried, I brought combat to you. Hello.
Yeah.
Property value's going to plummet here.
Phil, you could do something like, for example, you could say, I'm going to try and bull rush one of them and knock him out the window.
That sounds good. If he falls down next to me, I'll pin him down with
And
my
I can
rapier.
shoot him.
With that.
But the stairs are so close that only one of them could come at me at a time.
Yep.
So I'm going to hold my ground for the next one to come at me.
Okay, worth noting, you took a light
Yep.
wound, so you're -1 dice.
Yep.
Okay, so you're throwing down with the first guy who comes up.
Yep.
Okay, bloody versus. Let's go. He's got 4 sword skill, and he's wearing what is it? He's wearing it's +1 for reinforced leather, gets him +2 defense. Okay, there we go. So
I want
that's his
that
dice split.
reinforced leather. Leave some for me.
Okay, so how's your split?
Wait, so he's got reinforced leather and I've got light mail and it's exactly the same defense.
Unfortunately, reinforced leather or light mail are both +2d in bloody
Okay.
versus, because it's quite a simplified
So
version of
there
the
is.
rules. Note, if you can say how you're going to get an advantage, go for it. Because you're
Well,
higher up.
Again,
So,
yeah, I've got the height
It's
advantage.
over,
but
brass
that's about
quarter.
it.
I have the high ground.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Brass Empire.
By the way, you don't lose dice to your defense pool from the injury
Yeah,
because it's just
But
armor.
I have lost the sword die.
Okay, so there we go.
So yeah, 3-3.
Okay, 3-3 versus his 4-2 split.
Hey, good luck. Oh, man.
He rolls 2 attack successes.
This is for offense.
Oh!
He rolls no defense successes.
You're gonna kick his butt.
Don't know
Dead.
about-
Hero mode engage.
And you got 2 defense successes.
2 defenses, 3 offense
You win.
successes.
Okay, so he lands another injury on you. This is an incidental hit from his sword, which is 3, and I don't think that's even a superficial, is it?
B3, no, not superficial.
Okay, so literally, he lands a wound on you, but you're such, a fat cunt that you just don't even give a shit. It's like...
It's pretty much like a cut. It's like a cut you don't really care about.
It's
It's
a
like a paper cut.
Well, to be fair,
it's like a
paper cut's
paper.
actually beyond mortal, I'm afraid.
Still, your weapon is add 2, right?
Yes.
Because he rolled no dice, you were actually... If you exploded that 6, you could get up to a superb hit.
Assuming
Oh,
the
it's
6 hit again.
Yeah, assuming the 6 hit again.
Do it, Phil. Explode everything.
Yeah, sure.
It's life or death situation here.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn
Okay,
it.
either way, what's the mark hit for your sword?
Mark for the sword is 9.
Oh, fuck, well...
Irrelevant.
Ignore the need to explode. That's
did
a,
explode.
Did anyway.
that's a traumatic injury.
This guy falls over and basically has been disemboweled.
Well, let me have a look. What does traumatic injury mean? I'm pretty sure it's so close to mortal that it makes no difference.
Yeah, my traumatic is 1 from mortal.
It's always
Yeah.
1, but I can't remember exactly.
My guy is shit at that. If I get a 9, that's like a mortal wound. My guy's just
You're very
dead.
good at basically the death of 1,000 cuts.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. This is traumatic, life-threatening, and crippling. Okay, so this guy, let's say you've done something like you've taken off a limb.
And he's bleeding.
So he's bleeding everywhere. There's no chance he's going to be doing any further fighting. He's staggering backwards, he's bleeding all over the place. Traumatic is -4 dice to tests, for reference. That's the level of injury you've inflicted upon him.
Ah. Are you going to say need a hand? Please say need a hand.
No.
And mortal is just incapacitated. It doesn't mean you're immediately dead, right?
Against a player, yes, I'm playing the rule where what happens is if you've got persona left, you spend a persona to introduce a complication unless you've been destroyed. Like fall into lava, no. But
Yeah, well.
taking an arrow to the face, you're like, oh shit, he somehow flukishly survived, but he's now brutally scarred.
He's now called
He got an arrow
I
in
don't know whether
the eye and
this is
became dead.
intimidate or not, but
Deathstroke.
don't know if it's
I
intimidate or
think
not.
the
But I'm
other
shouting.
guy's certainly going to need to make a steel test.
That is
It's
true.
Same bastards as in the street. You're gonna end up the same way.
Completely fails. The other
Wow.
guy is just like is stunned by the fact that you just like you basically chopped his fucking friend's arm straight off, and he's
Do
just
I get
like,
an action in response to that?
the next action you take against him is
Next action.
unopposed because this guy
Great.
failed a steel test.
No, on
Meanwhile, Rufus, you have to decide what you're doing upstairs with this fucking ninja with a sword.
dance.
That's a
sleight
railing I
of
can jump
hand.
off, right?
You sleight of hand to put your dagger into his crotch.
Give him a wedgie.
There's a. Can I choose the direction of my dodge?
Oh well, no, well, yes, certainly. I mean, if you choose to dodge, but what I'm saying is he is attacking you, so it's like you have to
Yeah.
either take evasive action or fight him.
I hope.
Well,
Rufus
I would
gets
like to
run
evasive
through
action
a
with
fucking
the
sword.
intent of
That's
positioning
just
myself
mean,
behind him.
Kiko.
So what are you gonna do?
You know what? For stabbing you, we make a great team.
Would you say?
I, would, I want to take evasive action with the intent of ending up behind him.
Okay, that's his sword versus your speed then.
Let's have a look. Fuck!
It's good then, eh?
What's your speed?
4.
Ooh,
This is gonna be difficult. No persona in this.
holy shit!
You won.
Oh, yes.
This guy's
Okay, so you dodge right past his first swing. Maybe the first hit actually did like dislodge one of the plates in his boot, so it's uncomfortable. It looks like maybe he's stepping slightly uncomfortably because of that foot swipe. But you get behind him, yeah. You succeed in your intent.
Nice. Boys, goddammit.
And then what do you do? Because he's going to attack you again. Like his next
Me
action is going to
again?
be.
Well, he needs to turn around and do it.
Yeah, he's turning around, but like
spin swing.
You're
Like,
gonna make him dizzy.
it didn't afford me any.
you get +1 dice your next test. I'm saying because you got behind him. That's the positioning advantage your decision afforded you. It's
He's-
+1 dice the next thing you choose to do.
Well, guys stumbling.
But
he's still
if I
swinging.
try to cut at the straps, he will definitely just get a free attack on me.
It will be him versus you, but you'll get bonus dice.
cut his straps. You have a fucking dagger. It's like, I don't know, just stab him.
Base of the neck.
It's armor. I cut at the straps.
That's a really hard thing to do, FY, because you're
I realized this and don't cut at the straps.
because remember if you actually, yeah.
I use sleight of hand to keep myself from cutting.
Can
The
it.
thing
Hey,
is,
can I-
you've got a dagger. This guy has a big sword. Like
Yeah.
As
I mean,
the
the
owner of the house,
straps
can
are
I
relatively
con him?
close.
Stab him like in the back of the leg or
Phil-
something, like the upper leg or
Phil's
so.
trying to say something.
As the owner of the house, can I retcon in that there's a big wardrobe in that room?
what in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
disguised myself as his boss instantly.
Hold on.
No, disguise yourself as this female boss. and
Disguise
tell him it's
yourself-
time for a work.
Disguise
like
yourself as the
is
wardrobe.
it?
It is the only way.
I
It's a
fleeced him out, yeah.
freestanding
Temporary
wardrobe,
work
not in the
assessment.
wall or anything.
Okay, there's a big freestanding wardrobe.
Rupert disguises himself as the sexy female boss and says it's time for a work assessment.
I flee to Narnia.
Okay, having achieved
No.
Narnia, comma.
No, I just get the fuck out there. I need to create some distance.
Because you're gonna dive out the window.
What?
Isn't there less me with glass in my face?
You could
Wait,
climb up the ladder.
There isn't glass in these windows.
He's
How
a
did you
sharp
get
face.
down?
Fucking
These
stab
these
him
are- these
in
are
the
windows
back
with
of
shutters,
the
Rupert.
leg
This is
and
like
then run
A
away.
farmhouse.
Rupert, you are
I
literally
get out the window then.
Rupert, you're literally behind the man. You have a dagger. Stab him in the back of the leg and then leg it.
The
He's
thing
not-
is, even if you were to
Tried
stab him,
Got fucking armor everywhere.
this guy's like wearing actual armor.
On the
Like,
back of the leg?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Leg armor has a.
How
has a
how did
certain
that
stat.
fucker climb in fucking armor like
He's
that?
very, very trained in his armor.
this
Yes.
dude has got armor training and he's a ninja.
What's my out the window skill?
Out the window skill is speed, and I'm
I
going
like
to say,
the out the window.
to be honest, throwing yourself out a window, given that you had an advantage here, is just pretty much Obs 2 and you get a bonus dice because he's not really interfering with it.
It's not agility.
No, agility would be if you were like.
Yeah, but you're
Fine.
jumping out of something and you don't want to land on your neck.
It's
That
speed.
wouldn't
No,
be
Speed
no,
is-
that would still be speed. Speed is gross motor coordination.
Yeah, speed is
Obviously.
general body movements, and agility is like I do some flying shit.
You're rolling an extra. You forgot your extra dice, dude.
No, I made it anyway.
Oh, what? You're only speed 3.
I'm speed 4.
Okay, you dive out the window as he spins to turn on you from your first.
I roll an extra one for a potential backflip.
I do a backflip.
Backflip.
You do-
Back, just give him the finger whilst you jump out the window.
You do 4 backflips and land.
Yes.
That's the number of
Wait,
backflips.
wait. Does he land like close to where I am?
No, he just lands just outside. On.
Well, I am outside, but is it like on my side, the side where I am?
Oh, yeah, this is how the
I would
front.
like for Die to Die
So
Fate
I
to
see him
determine
do
if I
this, or
fall
what?
in the hole I dug
Yeah,
earlier.
you see him dive out the
Oh,
window.
wait. He wants to die of fate if he lands in the grave you dug earlier.
Okay, dive fate. Roll it. Let's do this. Do you land in the grave and die?
Please don't roll a 1. Oh,
Okay,
no.
you are already dead. Okay, so you see Rupert dive out the window.
Okay.
Backflip.
Well,
Well,
he rolls. I mean,
Yeah,
you have
right.
to roll. Okay.
There is no one else out here that is for me to shoot, is there?
There is not. The 2 guys are dead, pretty much, and Rupert landed outside, and the big guy is somewhere inside the house. Phil chopped off one of the guys, and the other guy's hesitating. So now we actually want to hear what Phil does with the last guy.
So the next guy, I'm going to bull rush him and try and grab him and slam his head as hard as possible into the kitchen table, trying to knock him out.
Okay. That would normally be in a posting, but it's basically Obs 1 power. The dude.
We're gonna have 2 people at this, right? Hey,
Uh,
that's armor. I can wear that. Good call.
Well, unfortunately, you are forgetting something.
What?
there is the guy who's still completely fine and not even slightly injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We can kill him.
I'm
just
just
throw-
take him alive. 'cause
We'll
he's
just
the
throw
captain.
bread at him.
That looks good.
That looks good. That's
Okay, yep.
resources.
You slam this guy's head into the table, and he keels over, like, immediately. In fact, Phil, what's your power?
6.
6.
Okay, so your power is 6, so that's a mark hit.
To his head.
If I was feeling cheeky, I'd be like, that's a 9
Yeah,
hit.
no,
You've just
yeah.
dramatically you've just staved in this guy's cranium, and he's dead. But I think, to be fair, your intent wasn't to do that. So I'll say that you'd like to slam his head hard against the table, and he's clearly, at the very least, not responding at the moment.
Which leaves Burly McBurlman.
Right, which you can hear rapidly coming down the stairs.
Well, there's still a guy without an arm.
Yeah, but that guy is not going to be bothering anyone.
He's
like
unarmed.
The only thing
That's
that can
enough.
be bothering
Dude,
is your
he's-
floor. He's
that
bleeding
guy.
over
That
it.
guy is in shock, sitting down in shock, bleeding viciously from a lost limb. Like
He's harmless with
he
it.
needs emergency medical treatment, or he will die.
Quick,
at the end of
Dominique,
the game.
scavenge the blood.
Like this is by the way, guys, this is how traumatic wounds work. If you have a traumatic wound in this game, if you don't get medical attention, that wound becomes mortal if somebody doesn't treat it.
Hey,
Excellent.
Luke,
I can practice my field dressing on him.
Rupert, use your sleight of hand to steal all the blood from his body.
he is harmless with a silent H.
Armless indeed.
Arms for the poor.
So let's see. Let's just give you some idea of what the
You and what? Army?
exactly. Traumatic wound is. Let's have a look. Untended traumatic wounds continue to bleed, life-threatening and crippling, and. Oh, 0 stat equals incapacitation. Actually, that guy's -4, and because his perception is only 4, he's actually unconscious. He's fully in shock and unconscious.
Marvelous.
Okay.
So, now you chaps have to decide what to do. Phil, your character, by the way, now knows that you can't beat this guy coming down the stairs. Like, pretty much. It'd be highly unlikely that you win in a fight.
Okay.
He is coming
I mean,
down the stairs.
this is the knowledge of having... It's not exactly let it ride, because the situation has changed a bit. But the general way to look at a bloody versus is that unless... If you were to fight him, your character expects something similar or worse would happen again.
I think this is the time to shout very loudly, Marines, we are leaving.
Won't the blunt arrows actually damage someone in armor?
Blunt arrow, I think it actually gets -VA as well. They don't.
It does get -VA.
Does it?
Because the thing is, the arrow doesn't weigh enough to do serious concussive damage. It's not a fucking club.
We could all just jump on him.
Well,
Most you don't know he's there.
So
and
he's coming down the stairs.
I
coming
don't
down the
know he's
stairs.
there.
But Phil, you're in the kitchen.
I don't know he's
Yeah.
there.
Rupert's out the window. Kiko's wandering around, and Kiko's on the roof.
I'm not wandering around. I'm literally like I'm sitting on the chest of the guy who still has
If
his
you knew I'm
rapier.
on the roof and you lure him out, I can start shooting him.
Yeah, but I don't really know what's happened with you.
It's true. Phil doesn't know.
No.
Oh, by
You
the way,
haven't
Luke,
communicated anything. Yo,
Luke, quick thing that I did.
Mhm.
I leave the rapier in like the chest or stomach or whatever of the guy down on the ground. He's still like, I take the dead body of the guy who got hit by Kiko, and I basically lie him like on top of the like like if wait I'll show you like if the guy is lying like this with my rapier,
Yeah.
I put the body like this over him,
Okay.
and then I like with the rapier so that I can pull it out at any time, and then I sit on top of that dude and keep eating my bread.
Okay.
So
Fucked
I'm
up
literally
for all that.
sitting on a still living guy who has a dead guy on top and my ass on the dead guy.
Yeah.
And I'm eating bread
Okay.
at all times because I have infinite breads at this point.
Okay, infinite bread. Fine. Kiko, what do you do?
I do not have much I can do because I am in an advantageous situation, and why would I want to get rid of this advantageous situation? I'm going to wait, and if a new target presents itself to me, I'm going to shoot.
Okay, so
Right.
Phil, the question is what you do. Well, Rufus, Dominic, you know that this guy is coming downstairs as well because you just avoided him.
Yeah, I may make some sort of comment at this towards Judson if I can see him from where I am.
Okay.
Well, I think you can see him because I could see you come out of the window, so you should be able to see Judson.
Well, in that case, oi, Judson, big fucker inside. And he points.
Does Rupert have to take a steel test for seeing those two dead guys?
Shit, actually, does he need to take it for seeing them dead? The thing is, you didn't see them. He didn't see the violence, so I don't think. No, he doesn't need to. Because the thing is, he hasn't actually seen any violence, really, apart from Phil losing a fight.
God damn it!
Rupert didn't see the guy getting his arm chopped off downstairs, so he's actually pretty much okay. Like, as far as he knows, you could be sitting on sleeping people.
They're just asleep. That's what they would be if this was a 1980s cartoon.
Okay, so Phil, what do you decide to do?
That'd be a
80.
robot arm too.
The robot arm.
I'm gonna rest my sword on the throat of the guy who's unconscious and tell the guy to come down the stairs to stop where you are.
These are the people who killed themselves.
I was about to say he's gonna
I
give
don't think
shit.
Okay, he literally ignores you and he's coming running straight at you.
Okay. So we've got a big kitchen table in the middle.
Yes.
I'm going to try and keep the kitchen table between him and me, dodging back around it.
Okay, that's speed versus his speed.
Oh man, this guy's fast.
He's got 6 speed. 6 speed energy.
Oh,
Okay, you get caught.
Oh boy.
You're just not quick enough to keep him away, so you're gonna have to fight him again.
Yep.
Oh man.
Same bloody versus?
Same bloody versus.
Oh dear.
And you're up -1 dice, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you gonna split it?
The one thing I will say is that I'm going to try throwing stuff on the table at him with my offhand whilst this is happening.
Okay, cool. No, that you can get an advantage dice for a little bit of cheeky, dirty fighting with brawling.
Nice.
And
I'm
again,
also- and by the way, like you can hear him hiss at you as he comes towards you. This time, try and hit me. Because last time you didn't even attack him. All you did was attack.
really hit me.
I like
Yeah.
it.
I was going
Outside,
to say that, I'm
faintly.
still going all defense.
Okay.
The first rule of Brawl Club is you throw bread in Brawl Club.
I like that Phil knows how dangerous combat is, so he's just like, my character's gonna try and not die. Oh, nice roll.
Nice, Phil.
Ooh,
Okay, no, you successfully defend, and you don't attack him.
nice.
I'm gonna
This
check.
should now be in full view of the others, because he's now in the kitchen.
However, neither side hits. It's a deadlock. No wounds are suffered. The side with the most defense successes... Okay, so I should have rolled his defense successes, sorry. Which is going to be... How many defense did you roll?
4.
4.
Yeah, four offense.
And he rolled 2 hits. So, okay, no, that's still you. You had the most defense successes.
You win.
The side with the most defense successes decides what happens next. Another round of fighting, a fort test to outlast your opponent, a power versus test to subdue your opponent, or a speed versus test to escape. Or both sides may agree to call it a draw. So basically, here's the question: is how do you want to resolve what happens next? Like you're still fighting. It's a deadlock.
What? What caught a draw?
Okay, explain the fort test stuff.
The fort test basically means instead of trying to beat him by like winning conventionally, you're just going to try and outlast him.
Which is -1 because I've got an injury, yeah.
Yes.
Well, so does he now.